Okay, it is 5:31. We were called to order the meeting for the Albany School Board of November 8th, 2022. Present are myself, Tim Sorgi, Chair, Dan Bianchino, Vice Chair, and Member Curtis Coleman, Superintendent of SAU 9, Kevin Richard. Item on the agenda was approval of the minutes from September 13th, 22. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Curtis. Any discussion, changes, amendments to the minutes? Hearing none, call for a vote.
I'll make a motion to vote on the minutes.
Oh, you just voted.
We'll just vote. I'll vote yes. Sorry.
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Item 3 on the agenda, public comment. No public comment. Any board member comment? None. Moving on to signing of checks and manifest. That's been taken care of. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay. Under 5, business affairs, attendance at meetings.
Let's see. Are we counting the that committee?
The tuition one.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I mean it was kind of.
Yeah, there are
ad
members of
hoc.
the public that can also show up. Like Ann is not a member of the board and she comes to the meetings. and
Okay,
stuff like that.
well, then it would have just been the one SAU meeting and one school board meeting. Is that right? SAU member.
What did,
Hey, 2? Is that for me?
That was last meeting was when?
Yeah.
September, yeah. One in
One SAU
October,
and one school
Yeah,
board.
so
that
Dan,
would be 2.
you had 5 and as of the last meeting,
Yeah.
the same with me. And then you went to an SAU 9 meeting?
Whatever
You
was
did.
there,
You
I
went to
did
an
go.
executive board meeting.
Right, because that's what I did not. Right?
Yeah, I did go. Yeah.
You'll have to help me too. You'll have to help me too.
Well, that's okay. You had 1 as of the last one. So your total was 2.
Okay.
I think, is that correct, Kevin?
Because there's been no regular.
And then so this would be 3 for you.
I just wonder, do other school boards do this? Keep
No.
track of their? This is just particular to Albany. Okay.
Well, because we have a pool that has to be divvied up.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could.
And
During
then
budget season, you could just say, we're gonna do.
Maybe we should. Maybe that be something to put on the.
Yeah, you could just set a limit.
Yeah, I think
like
that
if you're on the
might,
Albany school board, this
because
is what you meant.
it seems very.
$1,000
You know,
fees.
That's
I mean,
what I think
I-
we should do because
I think
I can't. I'm not. I'm never gonna remember.
I think that might be beneficial.
But we can.
We can work on that. Yeah.
discussion. So I had 5 as of the last meeting. I did an SAU 913 meeting on the 22nd of September, and then tonight would be 7. Okay. Back to the agenda here. Superintendent's report, Mr. Richard. I will turn over to you, sir.
Sure. So there is an SAU 9 board meeting this Thursday night. We had a first look at the budget, some SAU 9 report card, SAS scores, those type of things. We're in the midst of budget development all throughout, the districts. Conway, SAU's first, it has to be set. And Conway's, they're getting the first look on Monday night. And then we're meeting with all the other towns. You folks will, at your next meeting. Tuition calculations are taking place right now as well for next year. And that's really the biggest piece that we're working on. Along those lines, we did send out an email to Albany parents. At the last meeting, you talked about pool of money from ESSER funds. And a couple of folks actually did reach out and
Awesome.
getting some tutoring.
Good.
So there's plenty of that going
Excellent.
on too. So
Excellent.
keep spreading the word because we're trying to hook those folks up.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And other than that, no, we're just, like I said, they put surveillance cameras up at the high school, kind of updated those. Those were, it's amazing the technology from when it first started. One camera, there were 4 at the building and they were all analog. Now each camera has 4 different lenses on it. So there's more surveillance than needs to be. And we're working with the police department on, again, more emergency operation. Chris Matty has been dynamite as far as the Alice training and doing some tabletop exercises. So they're starting to incorporate those a little bit more into the schools for the kids as well. But that's pretty much budget season is the big topic right now.
I know, aren't they trying a new, at least we're doing it because there's an early release on Thursday. We have a student conference, student-led conferences for the first time, at least for me, for my daughter.
Yeah, for the elementary
For
and
the
middle
elementary
school.
and middle
Yeah.
school, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if there's any other schools that. are doing that.
High schools are doing conferences. They're a little bit different. They hope to get to that point. At the there's some neat work taking place at the Career Tech Center as well, and what they call their STAR report, and the kids have to develop a portfolio, but you'll see more of that. They really talk about those personal success skills, and kids have to demonstrate through their portfolio student achievement and growth. And
But they still get feedback from the teachers, right?
Oh,
During-
gosh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say, because I was gonna.
Yeah.
Because I think my daughter, she hasn't done this before. She
Yeah.
was just a little bit apprehensive about, I don't know what I'm gonna say, But I said, well, just.
they're getting started. They
do work on
practice
it.
though. I think they
said, well,
rehearse.
if
a
it
little
works,
bit.
then maybe they'll issue that, like district-wide for
Yeah.
faculty. and
They
everything.
are. All the elementary schools are doing that in the middle school now. So,
It's good for them.
but again, yeah, it is good for them to show.
Gets them out of their comfort zone.
It does.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
Well, and that's why
Welcome to
historically the kids in the Career Tech Center that go off and they participate in the statewide conferences, the competitions. They usually excel in a lot of those
Well,
marketing and the deck.
That I think it is healthy, because I know when I used to give an awful lot of evaluations, and the first thing I did was, here's the evaluation, give it to the employee, have them fill it out. I fill out, or whoever the evaluator fills it out, and then you kind of work together with it, and that's a little better than just one, this is what I want you to do.
So I don't know if you have any other questions, comments.
How's the cell phone?
I will tell you, driving down East Conway Road and even up North Conway, cell phone coverage everywhere is horrific, including the high school. So they have been reaching out to those.
Are they still looking into that?
They are. They are. They need to.
I know that like when you do work in remote locations, there's booster towers and things like that.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. But I don't think they've caught up with the saturation in Conway.
I know, but I think I've mentioned it before, but gosh, the Kennett High School, that would be a great spot for a cell tower. And I believe that if it manifested, they would pay you for it. If you put a cell tower up, they will, they very well might, because it's a possibility.
They do it for private citizens.
Well,
yeah, it's actually a really good deal.
Yeah, and that's like residual.
Yeah, I just
You
think
get
it's
that
safe.
year after year. I mean, you get Verizon,
I know it
AT&T,
has.
Yeah, no, but there have been conversations.
and plus you'd have probably the best cell service in the valley if you did that.
So hopefully they're still working on it.
Okay, item 7, any other business? The 7A, set the date for the next meeting will be January 10th at 5:30 p.m. School district meeting is set for March 14th at 7 p.m. And then the budget hearing for the schools would be February 14th at 5:30 p.m. Any comment on those dates? Anything?
No, like I said, they're pretty much set in stone. You don't get a whole lot of options there, but it's hard to believe we're talking about 2023 already.
Unbelievable.
Any public comment? No public present? 9, non-public session. A question, if we were to do non-public session, what is the deal with television?
They would shut the camera off.
Okay.
And Laura would leave the room.
Okay.
And then when non-public session is over, if there's any business to do,
Mhm.
you'd call the session back in. She could turn the camera on. Or if there's no vote or anything, you could adjourn right after non-public session.
Okay. So I have an item that I would not be comfortable talking about in public session, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for non-public either. So a little bit of guidance from you, maybe, if you've.
Yeah,
been to that
so,
before. I want to be transparent, but it's just a question to resolve something that was brought to my attention. And it's, you know,
Is it about students? Is it about
it's
staff
about,
members?
it's about a student.
If it's about a student, then you should go into non-public.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would make a motion that the Albany School Board go into non-public session for purposes of discussing one issue regarding a student.
I will second that.
All in favor? Aye.
By roll call, I'll do that one by roll call because
Okay,
Dan,
Yeah, yes.
Tim,
yes.
and Chris. And then will you adjourn right after that?
Um,
Or will you call the,
Do we have
Shutting
any-
this off,
Is there any other business?
we have nothing after that.
Then we can adjourn.
Then I'll just hit,
Okay.
hit the trail.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, this isn't gonna take long. If you wanna step out and then come back and get your gear, it's up to you.
She's ready.